Hi guys, it's Ola here and welcome to a new video. Yes, you can notice that I'm doing a voiceover right now because I'm so stupid that I forgot to plug in the microphone. I still didn't want to lose the footage from this video because it took me quite a long time to film it and I think it's something that could be useful for some people. So I just decided to do a voiceover over that. Sorry if that annoys you, but I hope you don't mind that. So this video is something that I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, and it's how I get dressed. If you haven't seen the previous video that I'm talking about, I'm gonna link it above right now. It's a video where I show how I do everything in my everyday life, how I do cooking, how I do makeup, so you might want to check it out after watching this video. So in this video, I'm just gonna show you how I put on different types of clothing because I think that some of my methods are quite unusual, and if you're also disabled and have similar problems to mine, you might want to watch it to see if any of the ways could be something that you would be able to do as well. But I'm not showing everything because some clothing that I put on, I just do it in a normal way, let's call it, in a usual way that people without disabilities do. So I'm just showing things that I think might be useful for anyone. So the first thing I wanted to show you is how I put a bra on, because I know it's a struggle for a lot of people with disability, and I have my way of doing that, so maybe it could also be your way. So now you can see how I did that basically, but I'm gonna walk you through that as well. So I just kind of throw the bra behind my back and try to catch it and try to close it in the front. And now you're gonna see that I'm gonna turn the bra to the right side so that I can put the shoulder straps on. And when I have it on the good side, I just put it kind of up and put the straps on. It looks quite weird right now when I have the t-shirt on, but it's a good method when it's just a normal day. Yeah, I can see I'm kind of struggling there, but it's just how I do that. It looks very stupid, but that's how I do that. So the next thing I wanted to show you is basically how I put a t-shirt on, and I think I do it in a quite usual way because I just put my arms first through the sleeves and then I put my head through. It's easier for me that way because I can't bend my arms in a way to first put a head on and then bend my arms in a way that I could put them through the sleeves. So that's why I just put it through my head. So that's why I put it through my arms first, and you can see now in the video how I do that. And I also, because I can't put my arms too far back, so I just throw it. As you could see a second ago, I just kind of throw it behind my head and it works. I usually wear kind of loose clothes because it's just easier to throw them through my head or just put them on. So that's also a tip, if I can call it like that, for you if you struggle with putting your clothes on as well. And now how I take a t-shirt off, I would usually put my left arm, which is my better arm, through the sleeve of my right arm to pull the t-shirt kind of down, so to make the sleeve bigger so that I can pull my other arm through it and then just over my head, and it works like that. It's quite easy for me. I do realize that it's not that easy for other people, but maybe my way is gonna maybe help someone and maybe it's gonna inspire someone to find their own way. So now the thing I've struggled with for quite a long time is putting pants on, and I always have to have these loops to put my fingers through, and then it's easier to pull pants on myself. Even if they're loose, it's just easier like that to kind of make hangers from your fingers and pull them up. I'm going to show you in a second how I do the zipper and the button because that's something I struggle with the most, and it's something that I've learned to do, so maybe it's gonna help you because it's quite an unusual way again. So what I usually do is I put my middle finger of my right hand inside the buttonhole to make again like a hook out of my fingers, and then I pull the button with my left hand to bring them closer to each other. And you're gonna see in a second, it's not too visible because it's just difficult to film inside the button, but you're gonna see in a second how I put the button inside the hole. And as you can see, I'm kind of putting the button over my finger that is inside the hole. You can't see that, but that's what I do. I have my finger under the button so that I can push it with my finger inside the hole, and you're gonna see the push moment in a second. And here it goes like half of the button goes with when I take my middle finger out of the hole, and then with my left arm I try to help myself to bring the whole button through, and if I can, and I just push it from the inside of the trousers, inside of the jeans, to push it through the hole, and it works like that. And I usually zip my zipper after buttoning my jeans, so I usually use both of my hands. So how I could describe it is I use my best finger from my one hand and best finger from the other hand, because it's just easier to use two strongest fingers from two hands than just two not as strong fingers from one hand to use the zipper. So that's how I do that, and I hope I'm gonna show you in a second. You can see how I exactly do that, but like I said, I just use my two best fingers of two hands to do that in a so that it's easier. I can also do that with my hand, one hand only, but it's just more difficult that way. And the belt is the easiest part. I just use both of my arms to pull the belt in the right way, in like literally right way, and then I just keep it strong with my right arm and use my left arm to close it, and that's it. Oh no, it's not it, but it usually is it. Oh, now it is. So it works that way. So here I wanted to show you how I put things like shirts on. So you can see that I'm just putting it on my one arm first, one shoulder first, and then I kind of throw it with my whole body. You're gonna see it in a second. I throw it with my whole body to make it go closer to my left arm, and then I try to pull it with my left arm and put my left arm through the hole. So here I just wanted to show you really quickly how I button up the shirt, and I'm only gonna show you on one button because it works the same with other ones. So I usually just try to put my button side of the t-shirt and hold it still to put it flat, because it's just easier to kind of catch the button that way. And then I bring the side with the holes, and I don't usually use my right hand to do that. I usually only use my left hand, which is the better hand. So I usually just try to find the button with my left hand, find it through the material, and then kind of try to push it through that. So I just try to, as you can see, kind of find the button and just try to bring the material over that. Yeah, it works that way. So here I just wanted to really quickly show you how I put backpacks on, because I don't usually wear any bags because they slide off my shoulder. I'm gonna show you here in a second on this example of the backpack. When I have it on one shoulder and I move, it just slides right away. So that's why I have to have them on both of my shoulders, and I'm gonna show you how I put them on. So I do it in a quite similar way to how I put my shirts on. So I do it on one side first, it's the other side though, and then with my whole body, I try to throw the backpack to my right arm, and then pull the string with my right arm to bring it to my left arm, and then push my arm through the hole, and it works like that. It's just the easiest way I could figure out. And now it's of course way more difficult with backpacks like the one I'm going to show you right now, because they have smaller holes for the arms. Of course you can make them bigger, but I wanted to show you on the difficult level how it works. So it has a really small hole for my arm. So I do it in a similar way. I just throw the backpack with my whole body and push it to my right arm, and then kind of try to catch with my right arm the strap that not the actual strap that goes over my shoulder, but this strap. And then I push my right arm through the hole. It's quite difficult, as you can see, but it works. And you can of course make the hole bigger, but I wanted to show you how it works when it's more difficult, when you can't make the hole bigger. Taking them off is quite difficult as well, so I'm going to show you very quickly how I do that. I just make a bit of space with my right arm to push my left arm through this hole, and then it goes right off. So the next thing I'm going to show you, and also the last thing, is how I put my shoes on and how I tie my shoelaces. I'm just putting this video in front of that so that it's like a trigger warning, let's call it, because I know that some people just hate looking at feet, so I'm just warning you. I'm putting my feet in socks though, so that weird foot people don't put me on wiki feet or something like that. So the first thing I do is I kind of untie them as much as I can, because my feet have quite a different shape, I'd say, so they need more space to be put inside the shoe. And what I do then, I use both of my hands to help each other kind of, but then I can't use my hands to put a shoe like that over my heel, so I just push it against my knee and it goes like that. I think you've seen it a second ago. So I'm gonna show you now how I tie my shoelaces. My dad said that I do it in a very special way. I have no idea why is this way special, but he told me to show it to you because maybe it's gonna help someone. It took me a lot of years to learn how to tie my shoelaces. I think I was only like 13 years old when I learned how to do it properly. So I'm gonna show you anyway, even though I think it's a normal way. I don't really know how to describe everything I do, so you just have to pay attention to what my hands do and what moves I do basically. But I'm gonna start soon-ish, I think. Yes, so the first thing I do is of course make like a this hole that you can see across the shoelaces, and then there's this hole inside, so I put the one strap under that, I mean inside the hole. And then what's important, I put my finger on here, as you can see, to hold it in one place. And then with my other hand, I make kind of a loop like that and hold it in a place, and at the same time I'm still holding the place that I've been holding it before. So now I have this one loop, and then with my other arm I'm gonna make another, no, I'm gonna go around to make another loop, and you're gonna see in a second I'm gonna go through this hole. I'm gonna put it through, but not entirely through. I'm just going to make another loop. And then I'm gonna catch the other loop with my other hand, and I'm gonna try to find the straps that are not loose, but the ones that are gonna make the whole thing tighter. And you have to remember to still hold the other loop. I do it between my fingers. As you can see, this strap is loose, so I know I have to choose the other one. And the same thing with the other loop. This one is loose, so I have to choose the other one. And then I make it tighter, and then it works that way. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'm really sorry for it being in this way, but I'm leaving for the weekend and I wasn't able to film another one, but I still wanted to post something on Sunday, and I hope it didn't annoy you too much. So thank you so much for watching, and if you want to follow me on my social media, I'm gonna put them right here on the screen. And I have my Twitter, I have my Instagram accounts. You can always message me there about anything. You can also let me know there if you would like to see how I put some other clothing on, because maybe I just didn't think about something and maybe you're struggling with something else, and I could just send you a short video to show you how I do that, because maybe that could help you. So I'm always open for that, and you can really message me about anything. And also, if you have any suggestions for the next videos, please comment below, or again send me a private message on any of my social media. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then please leave a like button and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you on Thursday. Thank you, bye!